the Treasury Star Parade. Produced under the personal direction of William A. Beecher, with Igor Gorin, David Bruckman, and the Augmented Treasury Orchestra and Chorus, and Mr. Vincent Price, star of the Broadway hit Angel Street, as our master of ceremonies.
This is Vincent Price, ladies and gentlemen, in another of the programs brought to you by the Treasury Department. Turn your ears to the east. What do you hear? Beyond the Atlantic, listen. The rumbling of guns and the roar of planes, mingled with the cries of the wounded and slain, the weeping of women, the sobbing of children. And over the guns and the planes and the weeping comes another sound, the rhythmic sound of marching feet, the arrogant cadence of the conqueror's boots upon the soil of 17 countries. But listen again. What do you hear? Deep and powerful, rhythmic and strong, there comes another sound, the sound of free men singing songs that guns and planes and the ruthless heel of the conqueror cannot still, singing the music of free men everywhere. Listen to Igor Gorin singing for the very first time on the air the Song of the United Nations, written by Shostakovich on the Russian battlefield.
The sun and the stars all are ringing, with song rising strong from the air. A hope of humanity singing, a hymn to a new world in birth. United nations on the march with flags and pearls. Together fight for victory, a new free world. Take part, all you nations, strike thunder, by powers of darkness and pride. The wrath of the people shall thunder, relentless as time and the tide. United nations on the march, with flags unfurled. Together fight for victory, a new free world. As sure as the sun meets the morning, and the rivers go down to the sea, a new day for mankind is dawning. Our children shall live proud and free. Our children shall live proud and free. United nations on the march, with flags unfurled. Together fight for victory, a new free world.
The goose-lipped sound from the streets of Prague, but in Czechoslovakia, the song of freedom lives on.
In the meadows
Poland. They say that they have conquered Poland. But no people is conquered in whose hearts this music lives.
Albo świtujaci taci I na chłopcy krakowiacy. Czerwona czapeczka, na salwotka wieczka I biała submana, Danaś moja Dana. Teraz jak rano, tam oczaj matwora, haber, mi się wysiwano, haber,
Impoverished, enslaved, their food and clothing stolen by the conqueror who has occupied their native land, the brave, free Dutch still fight on with their allies all around the world.
Did you ever hear how the silver fleet came sailing? They carried a cargo of silver beneath them flags and banners a-waving. Feet high, feet high, feet high, none make so fine. The enemy he beat, quickly captured the silver fleet. He quickly captured the silver fleet. He quickly captured the silver fleet.
And now listen to the music of the new Russia. The Russia which has thrown back tide after tide of resistless steel, meeting the enemy, holding their ground. Listen to the power and surge and rhythmic thunder of the new Russian tank song. United for victory.
United Nations on the one with
you, Igor Gorin. At no time in the entire history of the world has the courage and fortitude of free men been so tested. A juggernaut of steel and merciless hate threatens to destroy all the things which make man's life worth living. His right to laughter and song, his right to love, his right to the peace of long twilights and the vigorous joy of early morning, his right to home and family and children, his inalienable right to be his own master, to make his own laws, build his own country, and worship his own God. Benito Mussolini once said, "Relations between states are relations of force. The watchword is more cannon, more ships, more planes at any price, even if it should mean wiping out what is known as civil life. Woe to the weak." Wiping out what is known as civil life. Leaving what? A world of warring nations whose men live in barracks or on the battlefields, whose women slave perpetually in factories and tilling the soil, whose children weep fatherless and motherless in state institutions for the rearing of children, where they will be taught the crafts of war and arise another generation educated to slaughter, inured to death and destruction, with neither love nor mercy in their hearts? This is the utopia promised us by the fascists. We cannot share their hatred and merciless brutality, but we can hate the things they stand for with a greater and stronger hatred than they have ever known. A hatred which will rise in wrath and the might that lies forever unconquered in the hearts of mankind, and destroy this monster which threatens them. There will be no sacrifice too great, no effort too mighty, that we will not make it to achieve that end. In our hands is the future peace and happiness of the earth, and we have sworn to preserve it with our own effort and with the help of God. Amen.
We have just one more thing to add to what Mr. Price has said. If we are to win this war, we must work, we must fight, and we must save. And every American must meet his war bond quota call. It calls for at least 10% of your income, everything you earn in salary, rents, interest, or dividends, invested in United States Treasury war savings bonds and stamps. At least 10%. More if you possibly can. Remember, every dollar you invest in war savings bonds, you are investing in the future security of America. This is your country. Keep it yours.